Ford Motors is winding up its car manufacturing operations in India and will shut its plants. The decision forced by huge losses and a lack of growth in a difficult market. The U.S. company has accumulated operating losses of more than $2 billion over the last 10 years. Ishan Garg joins us live now. Ishan, what has driven Ford and other manufacturers to quit manufacturing in India?
Well, as you pointed out, India is an exceptionally competitive market. It's a very difficult market. This is a market where not only domestic companies like Maruti Suzuki, Tata compete, there are also international companies like the Korean giants Hyundai and Kia. And Ford Motor Company was just unable to sell its cars. It only sold two popular cars, one under the 4-meter segment and other under the 5-meter segment. And because of that, its huge investments in plants that had capacity to produce about 400,000 cars was severely underutilized. It was only able to make 80,000 cars. So all of that investment was essentially going to wane. And Ford had seen this coming for a very long time. They had been thinking of options such as joint ventures or even selling their assets to other companies. But of course, nothing seems to have worked out. And after 27 years, Ford have been forced to stop manufacturing cars in India. But it doesn't mean that Ford is going to completely shut shop here. They are going to help their dealers transition from a sales-based system to a support and parts-based system. So they will continue to manufacture engines and spare parts. And of course, it says that the business team in India will be significantly expanded. Now, other car makers have in the past followed the same route. The most notable ones were General Motors and Fiat Motors, both international giants, and but they were unable to cope with the pressures of the Indian market, which demands the cars to be priced very, very low and compete with at least 6 or 7 other car makers at the same point. Something that was said about the Indian car market was that foreign players have to spend a lot of time in the market to build a rapport with the Indian customers. But with Ford having spent 27 years and still forced to exit, that is one assumption that's certainly going to be challenged going forward.
Well, thank you. Ishan Garg in New Delhi.